Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd and welcome to week number 10 of our Tennessee Titans Madden 16 Connected Careers franchise series. Coming into this game, your Tennessee Titans are 5-3. They're going to be taking on the Carolina Panthers, who are 4-3-1 coming into this ball game. So we're going to get things started off from the first play from scrimmage. Marcus Mariota hands it off to David Cobb, but he goes absolutely nowhere as he loses yards on that carry. Later on, it is 3rd and 17. And look at this. Kendall Wright is wide open as he got separation from the defender. So that's going to be enough to move the chains. Now, there's going to be Dorial Green-Beckham coming up with the catch on the slant. Right here, we're going to hand it off to David Cobb. He only gets 1 yard on the play. The next play, we're going to go with the play action, and it's going to be Kendall Wright once again coming up with another big time catch. So just like that, we're already in Carolina territory. 2nd and 7. We're going to throw it on the run, but we almost throw an interception. We're lucky that one fell incomplete. 3rd and 7 now. We're going to get sacked as Mariota cannot find the open receiver. So our first possession, we end up having to settle for 3 points, but we did take about 4 minutes off of the clock. So that was a long drive. Here's Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers on their first possession in the game. Jonathan Stewart gets the first handoff, and look at that spin on Periscope. He's able to get a gain of 33 yards on the first play from scrimmage. The next play, they hand it off yet again, and this one is going to be a gain of about 11 yards. They are now in Tennessee territory, and they're trying to answer with some points of their own. Cam Newton completes that pass up the middle. Right here, Jonathan Stewart, he is going to run hard, and he's going to get a nice gain. Later on, it is 2nd and 7 from the 8-yard line. Jonathan Stewart gets the football again, and now the Panthers are inside of the 5-yard line. 3rd and 3. Cam Newton tries to scramble, but he is going to be brought down. So the Titans are going to hold the Panthers to only 3 points on their first possession. But later on Carolina's next possession, Cam Newton is going to throw it along the side. But look at this. Jason McCourty is going to jump the route as the pass was intended for Greg Olsen. So now we're trying to capitalize on the turnover. You see David Cobb, he only gets a couple yards on that run. Now 2nd and 7. Mariota is looking for DGB, but he cannot reel in the football. So now 3rd and 7 is going to be Mariota, who's going to scramble out, and he's trying to show off his speed, but he is going to be brought down just inches short of the first down marker. So we have to settle for a field goal, and we do connect. So we're back up by 3 with the score being 6-3. But here's Cam Newton finding his tight end on the seam route. That's going to put them near midfield. And then the next play, he does the exact same thing to the same tight end. So just like that, the Carolina Panthers are already in position to score. Now Cam Newton is going to scramble. He's going to find Jonathan Stewart, who gets brought down at the 12-yard line. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Cam Newton is just going to throw up a prayer, but his prayer is going to be answered as Cotchery is going to come up with the catch. And now 5 seconds remaining in the half from the 1-yard line. It's going to be Greg Olsen who comes up with the touchdown reception. So at halftime, the Carolina Panthers are going to be leading the Tennessee Titans 10-6. But they're going to get the ball first in the second half, so they're trying to extend the lead even more. The second play, the second half, Jonathan Stewart gets stuffed by Searcy, so it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Carolina Panthers. But here is Cam Newton. He's going to throw this one deep, and look at this grab in between 2 Titan defenders. He's going to come down with the great catch. 3rd and 3 now later on for the Panthers. Cam Newton is going to throw this one, but look at Paris Cox diving to deflect that pass. So now the Titans get the football back. It is now 2nd and 10, and that is Delaney Walker coming up with the big catch. 3rd and 1 later on, we're going to hand it off to David Cobb, and he is going to fall forward and pick up enough yards for the first down. And our run game was a little suspect this week as we really couldn't get anything going. But right here, DGB comes up with that catch. Now we try to go with the receiver screen. Justin Hunter breaks a couple of tackles, but he only manages to get a gain of 4 on that one. So the 2nd and 6 now. Mariota's looking to his right, and Delaney Walker is going to drop the football. We don't see that very often from Delaney Walker, but right here we're going to hit the slip screen to David Cobb, and look at the room and look at the stiff arm from David Cobb as he gets into the end zone. So the Tennessee Titans regain the lead. They're up 13-10 against the Carolina Panthers. But here is Cam Newton. He's trying to throw it deep, but he gets brought down on the sack. Later on, it is 3rd and 8. Cam Newton's going to go with the play action. He's going to roll out to his right, and he is going to be brought down by Derek Morgan. So the Titans get the football back, and now they're trying to extend the lead. It's only 3 points, so we really want a bigger cushion right here. But you see Mariota feels the pressure. He gets hit as he throws it. Now on 3rd and 13, he's going to find David Cobb, who's going to catch the football on the seam route as he got hit. So great catch from our running back. Right here, Delaney Walker finally gets involved once again. Now, if he could have got that block from Justin Hunter, maybe that could have sprung us into the end zone. So now we have to still try to go ahead and score. You see Mariota throwing it, and this is Justin Hunter going over the cornerback's head to catch that football. That's going to set up a 3rd and 1, and David Cobb is going to get that yard as we hand it off to him. 3rd and goal now. Mariota cannot find an open receiver, so he starts scrambling, but we get absolutely no help from our receivers. Nobody was able to get open. We're forced to throw the ball away and settle for 3 points. So now with 4 minutes remaining in the ball game, we are only up by 6. So a touchdown can win the game for Carolina, but we start things off on the next possession, getting a sack. 2nd and 20 now for the Panthers. Cam Newton finds his receiver, who's going to make it a manageable 3rd and 10. We just need to stop and get off the field. Hopefully we can run out the clock, but the Carolina Panthers come up with a 1st down. So now they're going to keep their drive alive and their chances. It is 2nd and 10. They're going to throw to Jonathan Stewart, and we're going to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 11. Cam Newton has time, but he gets brought down on the coverage sack. They decided to punt the football, so we only need 1 1st down, and this game is over. We hand it off to David Cobb. He does absolutely nothing on that run. Now 2nd and 11. We hand it off to him once again. He gets a decent pickup. It is 3rd and 5. We elect to go with the play action, but I could not find the open receiver. So Mariota's going to keep it, and he is going to put the football on the turf. And here comes the Carolina Panthers running it down the sideline. We're able to come up with the catch, but they are going to score easily on the next play. So we went from just needing to run the ball to go ahead and seal the game to now being down by 1. So now we need to score a touchdown. 1 minute and 28 seconds. Can Marcus Mariota lead us down on the drive? Well, maybe he can, because that was a great throw to Delaney Walker, who comes up with that catch. And then later on, Mariota is going to scramble, and he is going to find Delaney Walker down the field again, and he is going to make sure he holds on to the football as we go for the possession catch. So now we're just trying to run out the clock and hopefully stay in field goal range, but our offensive line is back to another holding call. They get a lot of holding calls this year. So now it is 1st and 16. We need something to go down. And look at this. Delaney Walker comes up with the catch. He tiptoes down the sideline, and he's going to be brought down at the 3-yard line. So we are going to run out the clock, and we are going to get the game-winning field goal as time winds down. So a very close game. We put ourselves in a situation that we did not need to be in, having Marcus Mariota run the football, but we do come out victorious nonetheless. We advance to 6-3 on the season, a fantastic record for the Tennessee Titans, still in 1st place in the AFC South. But that is it for this episode. Please go ahead and leave this video a like. Also subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy D-Lloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.